Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me for Alto Saxophone. I'm your teacher, Risa, and today we're working in the Standard of Excellence Book 3, and today we're on page 18, looking at the Baroque period continued. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next exercise, 69, Chorale. This is a band arrangement. So as you can see, we're going to divide up the saxophone parts. So there's going to be, whether it's one or two people or more than that, either way, the saxophone section is going to be split into two. So we're going to take a look at both pieces or both parts. That way, no matter which part you're assigned to or doing, you can do both parts. So let's first take a look at the top part. Okay, well, regardless of which regardless of which part it is, let's take a look at our key signature. What do we have? We have two flats, B flat and E flat. And this is kind of where it throws people off because we're used to seeing sharps. Now we have two flats. Tell me about our time signature. We got 4/4. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and play. And we do have a pickup, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, play. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. Part 1's not too bad. Now, there's one thing we did probably miss, which is the dynamics. We're supposed to play this whole piece softly. So let's do part 1 again. This time we're going to play quietly. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. Let's go ahead and learn part 1 now, okay? Excuse me, let's learn part 2. Part 2 has a little bit more movement than part 1. All right, let's go ahead and play. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. So sometimes it throws people off when we're transitioning from the top line to the second line. So you might need to just circle or put an arrow at so you can see that from E, you're staying on E, okay? Because I know the first few times I played it, I was like, wait, where am I going? Oh, I missed it. It's done. It's gone. So mark where you need to go if you missed that. All right, now let's do it again, this time quietly. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. And if there's any parts that you feel you were struggling with or were going too fast, take time to just practice that slowly on your own time. So say it's the 16th notes. That area can throw some people off. So just slow it down and then start to speed it up.
This lesson is brought to you by the Musician's Edition practice book. Make goals and keep track of progress throughout the whole year. When you're done with this video lesson, don't forget to mark this practice time in your Musician's Edition practice book. Now back to the video.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to exercise 70 though, Hornpipe from Water Music Suite. I think we played this earlier, but I think it was maybe a simplified version, or maybe it's an octave version. I can't remember, I don't know. All right, so first let's take a look at our key signature. What do we have? We have one flat marked in, B. So our E's are now going to be natural, which is going to feel better for us. Okay, take a look at our time signature. What do we have? 3, 4. 4, still comfortable. Okay, so let's go ahead and just give this a sight read. Okay, I'm still gonna count 1, 2, 3, play, since we're now on 3. All right, here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. So now let's talk about it, okay? So first thing, we have a repeat, okay? Where's the repeat? Second to last measure, where does it take us to? Towards the beginning, it's second measure. See that? We do have first and second ending, okay? Like I said, I think we played this song before. I think there were similar rhythms. Just watch where you come in, because it does have a little bit of a syncopated feel since it comes in on 1 and 2 and 3 and, right? Because we have the 8th to a quarter, can feel a little off. So just watch that there. Okay, and then this is in forte. For the trill, it's just G to A, so it's just this ring finger here. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. Let's go ahead and look at number 71, technique break. Take a look at our key signature. What happened? Back to B flat and E flat. Tell me about our time signature. 2, 4. All right, so the bottom number is still 4, so still fairly comfortable, okay? Now this piece is andante, so it's slower, which helps because we have all the 16ths. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try though. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, there we go. So it can be a little challenging. scale runs will help a little bit here, especially if you're doing like the B flat, concert B flat. That's gonna help, okay? Now let's slow this down a little bit and let's focus on the articulation now, okay? So we'll slow this down so we can focus more on articulation. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, excellent job. So you might have to slow it down just like that for articulation, maybe even notes, okay? But practice it, speed it up, get it a little bit faster. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the extra exercise we have on page 45. 45, where are you? Oh, and then we're on 71. 71, okay, here we are. Working on some lower note stuff. All right, take a look at our key signature. What do we have? 1 B flat. We are in common time, so 4, 4. Okay. Here we're just gonna be kind of working our way down. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. I'm not going to have us do this one over and over. You can take this one nice and slow. It's just to help us build that embouchure and to learn to relax a little bit better in the lower register, okay? And making sure those lower registers remain clean as you change notes. That's why it's written in the slurs. So practice that, speed it up, slow it down, play around with it. Okay, now let's go on to 72, Fantasia Chromatica by Johann Sebastian Bach. Okay, so this one's very, as you can tell, it moves in chromatic type of pattern. The book wants us to do both octaves, so let's go ahead and do both octaves. Why don't we start from the bottom, just so we can get a little bit comfortable. Okay, our key signature has no sharps, no flats marked in it, even though you can see we have accidentals. We are in 3, 4. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. That one didn't feel so bad, right? We could probably speed it up, at least in this register. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. If you miss that B and you keep playing B flat, mark it in. I know we've been playing B flat the whole time. That first B, that's natural because we don't have it in our key signature. All right, now let's play it in the higher register, and this one's just higher because we're messing along with these. A lot of rolling happening. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. Take a little time to practice both octaves and practice speeding them up, though this is only at a moderate pace, so no need to go all the way to allegro or anything. All right, let's take a look at our last exercise of the night, 73 for alto saxophones only. The book is telling us to roll our thumb to and from the octave key. So before, I guess we talk about that, let's talk about our key signature. What do we have? Comfortable F sharp and C sharp, yes. And we're in 4/4. Okay, so now the book is wanting us to roll your thumb to and from the octave key. Now, when we do the octave key, hopefully you can see that as I'm turned around. So when we rest our thumb here, right, and when we play here, the book does not want us to do this. In fact, that's not how we should ever be moving our thumb. It should be that this part of the thumb rests on like the button part, and then we just roll it like this. It's just a nice rolling motion. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. We did have a repeat there. Where did that repeat take us to? The beginning. All right, so as you can see from this exercise, it really was a rolling of the thumb. B, D, B, D, B. Right? So you are really rolling the thumb there. Okay, and I felt like that pace was pretty good. If you needed to slow that down on your own time, you know. Really get comfortable with that rolling, even though we should be fairly comfortable with that rolling because we've been doing thumb motions on and off now for a while. I think this just wanted us to work it out a little bit more. All right, well, that concludes our today's lesson. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, notify, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our practices. Thanks for joining, and until next time.